In chapter number 6, we got familiar with object-oriented concept. In that chapter, we come across two fundamental parts of object-oriented programming, that is object and class. Up to this point, we had not explored deeply through the step to create an object. So in this chapter, we will understand what are the steps we need to follow to create an object. While creating an object, we will understand what is the use of constructor and what is garbage collector, accessor and mutator, visibility, classification of variable, inheritance, composition and aggregation, and many more concepts we will cover in this chapter. So today we will start comprehensive series of important MCQ from chapter number 8, classes and object, taken directly from the previous year board paper. I have taken a total of 80 MCQ, ensuring that there is no repetition to optimize your study time. Let's begin with our very first question. In object-oriented programming, what are fundamental parts? Option A, object, and option B, class. Both are there, so option C is correct, both A and B. In chapter number 6, we came across the definition of the class. A class in Java can be defined as a template for multiple objects with similar feature. Or we can say that class consists of set of objects with similar attribute and common behavior. So in this section, we will see few questions related to class and syntax to declare a class in Java. In Java, which of the following is the proper syntax to define a class? Here, the correct answer is D, because to declare a class in Java, you should start with a class keyword, and this class keyword should be written in small letter only, followed by the class name, and then you have class body, consists of variables and methods enclosed in curly braces. So correct answer is D here. So class is an abstract representation of an object. So option A is correct. Components are used to make up every class in Java. 2. Attribute and behavior. This question is very important one. Java class is generally made up of which component? And this question is important question, so see it properly. And correct answer is B. Attribute and behavior. Which of the following define attribute and method? That is class. Which keyword is used to define a class? So small letter class, that is option A. To access or modify attribute. So here correct answer is method, option C. On the screen you can see 3 steps to create an object, that is declaration, instantiation and initialization. You have to begin an object creation by defining a class name and then followed by the object name. This room R1 is also known as reference variable. In Java, reference means memory address of an object. While declaring, it is not allocating memory. Second step, that is instantiation, where keyword new is used to create the object by allocating memory to it. Now this object is getting memory, and this keyword new return and reference to an object, that is memory address of an object. When object is created, at that time memory is allocated in data structure called heap, that is a special portion of memory. After creating an object, you can initialize the newly created object using constructor. Further, I am going to explain this constructor. an object from the class? A. Declaration. Yes. B. Instantiation. Yes. C. Initialization. D. All of these. So correct answer is D. Same question, and all four options are similar, only here order of sequence matter a lot. So option A, the declaration, instantiation and initialization. In object-oriented programming language, creating an object is also called as what? Object instantiation. So option A is correct. Yes, you have to read the question properly. Not a step of creating an object. So calculation is not there, remaining three are there. So here correct answer is D. What is the name of variable of class referred to as? Here, variable declared using class type is reference variable. Just we saw room R1 is a variable that hold the memory address of an object. So correct answer is C. So variable declared using class type can store what? It stores reference to an object. Option D. Following step of creating an object from a class, keyword new is used to create the object by allocating memory. So option D, instantiation. Which keyword is used to create an object by allocating memory? Or which keyword return a reference to an object that represent an instance of the class? So object other name is instance of a class. Fine. And here correct answer is new, that is used to create an object by allocating memory. Option B. The name of the data structure where all the instances of class, that is object, are allocated memory. Or what is the name of the special portion of the memory where object live? That is heap. Option C. What is called initialize the newly created object? Object is created, just we have to initialize it by using constructor. Option D. Of creating an object from a class, initialize the newly created object, or directly question will be like this: in which step of creating an object constructor is called to initialize the newly created object? We know that is the third step, that is initialization. Option C. Constructor. Constructor is a special kind of method that invoke automatically when a new object is created. It is mainly designed to initialize the newly created object. Default constructor, as you can see here, this is the default constructor that does not take any argument here. We know constructor is a special kind of method, but how it differs from general method, that we will see it. Constructor must have the same name as class name. So here this is the constructor name, because class name was room, so the name of this constructor is room only. Constructor does not have return type. In general method, we write integer display or void display, something like that we write before the name of that function, that is the return type. But here in constructor, you don't have to write any return type. Constructor is invoked implicitly only when the object is created using new operator. You don't have to explicitly call elsewhere in the program. So it will be automatically called as you create the object. Now we will see a few questions related to it. following is a special kind of method that is invoked when a new object is created. So option C, constructor, is correct here. How does the constructor differ from the general method in Java? It must have the same name as class. Yes. It does not have return type. Yes, correct. It cannot be invoked explicitly in the program. Yes, all are correct. So option D is correct here, all of this. In Java, which method is invoked automatically with the creation of an object? Or which of the following cannot be invoked explicitly elsewhere in the program? So correct answer is C, constructor. The following can perform any action, but it is mainly designed to perform initializing action. So it is used to initialize the object. So correct option is D, constructor. Which of the following is used to provide a user-defined no-argument constructor in Java? This is again important question. So correct option is D, that is class name. It can be room or it can be school, and then it followed by round bracket, and then it followed by curly bracket, and then end with semicolon. So correct option is D. Following is not true for Java constructor. Constructor must have the same name as class name. Yes, it is correct. Default constructor does not take any argument. Correct. Constructor does not have return type. Correct. Here read it properly. Constructor can be invoked explicitly elsewhere in the program. No, you can't invoke. It will be automatically called. So option D is correct here. Following keyword is used to refer a superclass constructor in subclass constructor. Here, keyword super is used to call the constructor of superclass in the constructor of subclass. So option C is correct here. Garbage collector. It is automatically reclaim and release memory for unused object. When objects are no more needed, the memory is claimed back for what? For reuse. Option C. In Java, who look for unused objects and reclaim the memory that those objects are using? So correct answer is garbage collector. Option C. Now we will see one of the most important topic, that is classification of variable. Here we can see there are three kind of variable: local variable, instant variable, class variable. See in this diagram, the variable defined inside the method or block is called local variable. Variables are created when the block or method is started and destroyed when it is completed. So outside this block, if you are trying to access this A, then you can't. Time of this A variable is limited to this block only. Variables are not initialized by default value. This local variable, you need to initialize it. Now we will see instant variable. It is related to an object. Variables are defined within a class. You can see within a class, but outside any method. Here, method operate on a particular object or affect that object. If I want to use this A, then I have to first create an object. Using that object, I can call this variable. So dot operator is used to access instant variable. This is instant variable, and instance method, that is method here. So you have to use dot to access this variable and method. Fine. Now class variable. Class variable are same as instant variable, only one difference is there. Here we have to write this variable with static keyword. Now I am reading the definition. Variables are defined within a class outside any method with a static keyword. So that make the class variable. Fine. Not a proper type of variable in Java. That is public, remaining local, instant and class is there. So option A is correct here. Variable defined inside methods or block are called local variable. Which of the following variables are created when the method or block is started and destroyed when the method or block has completed? That is local variable. Option B. Which variable are not initialized by default? That is local variable. Other two variables are initialized by default, but in case of local variable, we need to initialize it. So correct option is C, local variable. This type of variable are defined within a class, but outside any method. That is instant variable. Option D. Which method are used to define behavior of an object? Which method operate on a particular object or affect the object? So I told you instant variable are associated with object. So correct answer is C. Instant variable and instant method in Java are accessed by an object and they are referred by using which operator? Again, this is very important question. It is accessed by dot operator in case of instant variable and instant method. So correct option is B. What is the associativity of dot operator which is used to access instant variable? Left to right. Option C. Which kind of Java class variable are allocated memory from heap area when object is created? That is instant variable. Option C. Of class variable are stored where in Java? It is stored in class itself. So option D. Which variable are defined with static keyword? That is class variable. Option C. Keyword is used to define class variable and class method. Or when you want to access a variable without creating an object or instance of a class, then you have to go with static. So option B is the correct here. Here we have to use static keyword. So option B is correct. Which method are global to the class itself and available to any other class or object? So here correct answer is class method. Option A. Polymorphism. Now we will try to understand this two often confusing concept, method overloading and method overriding in polymorphism. Method overloading means defining multiple functions with same name but different signature in the same class. Method overriding occur when we have subclass and superclass. So here, method in subclass override the method in superclass. Now we will see few questions related to it. Many-form means polymorphism. Option A. Different form of method with same name is known as polymorphism. Option C. Capability of using same name to mean different thing in different contexts, that is overloading. Option A. We have different methods that have same name but different signature, that is known as method overloading. When the method of superclass and subclass have same name and signature, they are called overridden method. Option B. Here we have access modifier or visibility modifier. Here you can see there are 4 P: private, package, protected, public. Private variable has highest restriction, and then package, that is the default one. When no visibility modifier, then default is package. Protected, when we have the concept of inheritance, like when we want to allow a data to subclass or friend class, at that time we will go with protected. And public variable are easily accessible to all other classes even. This is the widest visibility, and private is the narrowest visibility. Now we will see few questions related to it. So here we have 4 level of visibility modifier or access modifier. So correct answer is D, 4. Access modifier can be used before the type of variable or method in Java. Or which visibility modifier are used to protect a method or variable from another class. So we have public, protected, private and package also. All of this is the correct answer here. Which are the 4 P used in the 4 level of visibility provide necessary protection? So correct answer is B, public, package, protected, private. Which of the following is not a part of 4 P's of protection? Here option D, provided it not there. Sometime protocol will be there or primary will be there. Such thing is not there in 4 P's. So read all the 4 options properly here. So here correct option is D. If we want to make visible to all the classes outside the class, where method or variable is visible to class, which type of access modifier is used? So option B is the correct, public. Important question. Highest level of protection can be achieved by using which protection level? That is private. Option A. Which visibility modifier seem extremely restrictive and provide data encapsulation? That is private again. Option C is correct here. Protection, the method and variable are directly accessible only by the method defined within a class. So correct answer is private. It can't be accessed outside that method, only by that method. protection is used to allow the access only to subclass or with the friend class in Java. And when we have the concept of inheritance, at that time we have to go with protected, option C. That protected of superclass will be private of subclass, option D. When no visibility modifier is used, what is the default modifier or what is the default level of protection? That is package, option B. Following is used to organize classes in Java. So package is used to organize different classes in Java. So option B is correct here. Write the package keyword and then you have to write the package name in angular bracket. So option C is correct. Where the package statement should be added in the source file. That is option A, first non-comment line. Or question can be like this: which statement should be added at the first non-comment or non-blank line in source file of Java? So correct option is D, package. Assessor and mutator. Assessor is also known as get or getter and mutator is known as set or setter. Assessor method allow data to be used by other and it also allow to read only the data value, and mutator method will allow the data to be modified by others. Want that private data to be used by other or our data to be used by other, then we have to go with assessor, option A. Which method is used when we want to allow other method to read only the data value? Or assessor method is also known as getter, option C. Want to allow data to be used by other, or if you allow data directly accessed by method of other classes, then it is getter. In Java, if we want to allow data to be modified by others, then we have to write in mutator, option C. Java class is used if we want to allow other method to modify the data value, or it can be like this: which of the following prefix for conventionally naming of mutator method that we saw, set or setter. What is the meaning of mutator? Allow such data to be used by other, that is assessor. Allow such data to be modified other, yes, that is mutator. It is known as setter, yes, it is setter. Both B and C are correct. Inheritance. In chapter number 6, we have gone through the concept of inheritance, composition and aggregation. Here, inheritance means deriving a new class from an existing class. This subclass will get all the feature of superclass, as well as it has its own feature that will be added in the subclass only. In inheritance, we have easy relationship between two classes. Here, we build a new class with added capability by extending existing class. Or this feature provide reusability feature, that is inheritance. Option D. Which type of relationship inherited used between two classes, that is easy. Option B. Definition. What is used to create a subclass? Along with the name of subclass, you have to write extend keyword and then you have to write the superclass name. Then only inheritance is possible. Arrow we can't do in programming language. So extend keyword is used. That indicate that this subclass is the extend version of superclass. This symbol is used to show inheritance between two classes. So correct answer is arrow point from subclass to superclass. Option D is correct here. A subclass can be derived from which class? That is superclass. Option C is correct here. All the instant variable and method from superclass, and it may have its own added variable and method, that is subclass. Option D. Class is also referred as base class. Option D. Class can be referred as subclass, derived class, extended class. So all of these are correct. Which of the following statement invoke display method of superclass? So we have to write super keyword and then method name display. So correct option is C here. Composition and aggregation. Which of the following are the construction of classes that incorporate other objects or who establish has a relationship between classes? That is composition and aggregation. Option A. Composition and aggregation establish has a relationship between classes. Option A is correct. Library has a room. So this is. Thank you for watching till the end of the video, and I wish you all the best for your board exam. That is all for today. Stay tuned in for the next video.